What's up, YouTube? Hey, in today's video I'm going to go over and compare a Impeller style water transfer pump and our Diaphragm water transfer pump. Also going to show you how we use the jerry cans to get water out of a pitcher pump, and talk a little bit about our water storage and how we chlorinate it occasionally. So if you want to know about any of that stuff, come on along.
So this is a campground in here and we did drive in yesterday and we saw the water pump. So we're like, oh, sweet, we're gonna come back and get some water. Good old-fashioned hand pump.
In the area that we have had access to, these pitcher pumps, hand pump from a well, is popular. You can't hook a hose on it.
Nope. You're not filling a bladder with a hand pump, guys.
Yeah, and there's a little hack on how to make it work. We'll show you.
Yeah.
The other thing is there's these neat little 5-gallon cube water jugs, which they're cool and they do the same thing, but you're kind of it's only got a handle for one person. The reason we chose these ones is that Shelley and I can both have a handle, and because she's getting so weak she needs help.
Yeah, I'm just trying to help save his back. What can I say?
Okay. So, you know, if you want to come here and get a drink of water,
you have to pump it and prime it. You got to lift up on the spigot, remember?
It'll start for drinking water. You don't have to.
Okay, so yeah.
So that's how you get a drink out of it, right? But if you want it to come out of here, what we do is we put this guy in there and we wash it off with that water.
Oh, guys, let me tell you this.
Then you have to open this to dump the water in here.
And so that's a matter of standing there holding that up like that to pour into the bucket, guys.
Here's your hack right here.
You can go that way.
Maybe go that way.
Dang, he doesn't need me anymore, YouTube.
I'm telling you what, after you pump your water, you think about it when you turn on the sink or the shower, because you had to pay for it to get it. It's not just pouring out for free. Here at Nap Time, we believe in equal opportunity pumping situations. It's good for you, baby. There we go, that one's full.
One down and 3 more to go.
Yeah, this. So I've had some friends that said, wow, if you're parked beside a river, and why wouldn't you just take water right out of the river? It's all the water you need right there. Yeah, I like that. Does sound easy, but there's a couple of things you'd have to have. Like, you'd have to have a pump and a hose to get the water out or up into the bus. But the biggest thing that deters me from doing it is beaver fever, people. Beaver fever. Beavers poop and pee in the river, and that can have Giardia in it. And personally, I had a bout with Giardia one time, and it was well, there was one good thing about it. Supreme weight loss. You want to lose weight? Get the Giardia. Let's go one step farther here. What if I took the water out of the river and then I use these tablets? So basically what I have here are water chlorinization tablets. So one of the things that I've been dealing with the bus, it hasn't been a problem, but I started realizing, wow, we've had nothing but well water for quite a while. Now, what if one of the wells that we got the water from had some bacteria in it? So, you know, typically the places where you might be getting the well water, the water goes into a pressure tank and out, and it's in a continuously flush mode. Whereas I might put that water into the tank in the bus and it might last for 3 weeks. So there would be time and air. I don't know everything about bacteria, but what I do know is I got an old camper back in the day, and when I uncovered the freshwater tank, it was disgusting. I mean, it was gross. I literally had to cut a hole in the top of the tank so that I could get in it and scrub it out and clean it. And then we used some Clorox to disinfect it. So what we're doing now is, if I'm on well water all the time or for a long period of time or an uncertain source, I just put one of these tablets in. So we have a 100-gallon tank, and these tablets will treat 130 gallons. So I mean, these are made to dechlorinate, to chlorinate water, to disinfect it so you can drink it safely. Wow, man, this has gone on forever. I would be tired of listening to this already. Now you understand why we have jerry cans with us. But we got to get it out of the jerry cans and into the bus. So I bought a new water transfer pump that should be fast. So let me get those out and I'll show you both of them. And maybe we'll run both of them and time them and see how long it takes them to empty a can. I don't know. Should be fun. So this new pump that we got is an Impeller style pump, and it runs on 110 volts, and it is a noisy little thing. You also got to be careful. You got to pre-prime it with some water because it doesn't do very well if it runs dry. So we did this little test here to see what kind of flow we were getting at the start. This is looking good, YouTube. Now we're gonna put the filter on.
Okay.
Now let's go empty a jug. I muted this out because it sounded like a pig squealing.
I pulled the plug, YouTube. There you go. We're at 3 minutes and 47 seconds for 7 gallons of water.
So this pump matches the pump that's in the bus. It's not, that one there was pretty noisy, whatever.
It was a lot more.
But this one here, if it gets a kink in the hose or whatever, it'll shut off because it has a little pressure switch on it.
Okay, we're ready, right?
Yeah.
We have ignition.
This one is
so much quieter.
Much more pleasant to be around. It's not whirring like you're not hearing the
Yeah. This one is much more quieter, but Randy's always trying to find a better solution to everything, so.
Hey.
You know how that is, YouTube.
This is Dougie's fault. Doug gets bored waiting for these to empty out.
I'm like, you have time. What's the big deal?
All we did was switch the pumps out right there. So this is going to be a true test of which one.
Yeah, the hoses are still the same. Everything is hooked up the same. The gallons that we're pumping out of are the same.
Wait a minute.
They have the same amount of water.
Came from the bottom of the well and it's heavier.
They were pumped from the same resource.
Maybe it was farther down.
Maybe you didn't pump it as hard.
It's almost done.
Oh man, and look at this, guys.
Holy crap.
You just blew our money.
Wait a minute, technically the money, we don't own it, we just borrow it from the bank. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, look guys, it's close. Look at, we're clicking down. 3 times faster is gonna be about the same. Oh, I see bubbles coming through the hose. The old pump is 7 seconds faster.
That is baloney, YouTube.
And this, you guys, this one is so much more quieter. Yeah, he has to hook up to the 12 volt and all that, but it's so much more quieter than the other one. So I vote for this one. So look at it this way, guys. If anything ever happened to our good old Standby, the SureFlow pump, we've got an extra pump that we can use. So, because I know we'll carry it with us because you never know when we have.
Right. She's so optimistic. But the fact is, YouTube, I already have another SureFlow in the box. She was trying to sugarcoat the situation.
I was trying to make Randy feel good, guys, you know.
Dang, man. Well, if you watched the video on how we put this one together, it's on there somewhere. If you watched that video, then you know how to build one of these. Seriously disappointed in that new pump. If you like what you're seeing on the channel, please consider subscribing. Hit the notification bell, give us a thumbs up. It just helps us to share our journey with more people. Catch you in the next video.